What's up, good people and Eagle fans? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great day. Man, whew. I'm up under the house. Actually, I came out to crawl space. We have down in single digits last night, and it's been below freezing all week. And we have some pipes in the house. I'm glad I use PEX because PEX will expand when it's frozen and not blow out like copper will. But where it goes to the washroom, where it doesn't get used on a regular basis, it froze up. I had put heat tape on it, but the heat tape, it lasted a year and died, so it wasn't actually working. So I replaced that, heated up, and now the water's flowing, and put extra insulation and new heat tape on it, so I won't have that problem if it gets cold again tonight. But I'm tired, shit. Being down on your hands and knees and going in a space that's only 3 feet tall in the cold ain't no fun. And I'm having a hard time getting up here, so I'm gonna sit here for a minute before I get up here in the ice and get my tools and get back in the house. But Abdul, God, let me clarify something, and I'm going to have to do more about it this year. I am not the college guy breakdown. That's not me. That's the Vosh Lombardi who's on the draft show. Forgive me. Sucking down insulation. But I'm going to need to be that this year more. Since the Cowboys are out of the playoffs, to start looking at, because we've got the Senior Bowl coming up. And, of course, tonight's the Cotton Bowl. You get a chance to see a lot of these players right now before the draft, because the draft is a little over 2.5 months away, man. And before you know it, it's going to be here. And the Cowboys, more than anybody else, needs to have great drafts, because we don't believe in free agents. Now, Abdul from Penn State, linebacker, number 11. Wow. He's getting a lot of play. Like Micah Parsons, Penn State linebackers. You know, Penn State is linebacker U, so to speak, or at least it used to be back in the day. And you can't argue with Micah Parsons being incredible. Going from linebacker to edge rusher or outside linebacker with 52 sacks, now supplanting the Manster on the Dallas Cowboys all-time list of sack leaders. Looking at a player like that, oh my God. You put a player like him, and see, the problem is we got so many holes. Because you think about Alvin Gentry, you know, what that would do for our running game would be instant pop. And see, running back is one of those things that you can kind of come out the box and be good at it without having to learn a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? When you think about tight ends and centers and things like that, it's a lot harder to get an impact the first year, and the Cowboys need impact first year. And so, depending on who falls, this is the great thing that, you know, not all of them are going to be taking 11 picks in front of you. You know a bunch of quarterbacks are going to be taken. So you might have the chance to get Abdul. Hang on for 1 second. Sorry, I was getting a phone call. Where was I talking? Oh, I was talking. At 12, you got a chance to get Abdul Carter or Adrian Gentry. And more than anything else, when we start looking at the draft for the Cowboys this year, we need, because we haven't gotten it the last 2 years, not since really Micah Parsons, but we need a guy, well, no, Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith was instant impact. You don't get guys like him coming out of the draft that are playing that good at left tackle. You need a guy, day one, who's going to be an impact guy, who will be a starter that will make your team better, day one. And actually, you need that to be your first 2 picks. We have sucked when it comes to second-round picks, and we got to do better. If you got an Abdul Carter out there, 11 and 11, I don't know what number he would take, but I'd call him the Twin Towers. I'd call them the Twin Towers. I know they're not like. Stop looking at me like that. It's 24 degrees out here. It's cold. There's snow on the ground. And I'm laying on the ground. Okay? All right? You know, when I mess up, especially you 49er fan, ain't heard much from you. When I mess up a name, or if I say Dan Quinn instead of Dan, what's his name from, Dan Campbell, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You know, I'm getting to the point where I'm 60, almost 60, and dementia starts setting in early, especially when you've had head trauma like I have, running down the field, you know, wedge busting, doing illegal shit. Okay? It's like, you know what you get when you've got Mark Holmes. You know I'm going to say some stuff that's not exactly 100% right. Okay? Deal with it. But the Cowboys need a guy out the box ready to have an impact player. I have hope for Tyler Guyton, but we didn't get an instant punch out of him. We did not. Not anywhere close. Mozzie's becoming a decent player. Mozzie, second half of the season, if we could get what we got the second half of the season, a whole season, he's going to be really good. But we didn't get an instant impact from him the first year or the second year. And that has to change. We have got to get guys out the box that are going to do damage. And even with that, I still have to say, that ain't going to be enough. We have got to still get in on free agency. Just have to. Yeah, we have to. If we don't, it'll be like all the other years. And we know Mike McCarthy, is coming back. At this point, I can't see the Cowboys saying, oh, well, you want, $1.5 million more per year. Fuck you. Go elsewhere. Ain't nobody coming here for less than what Mike McCarthy is. That's going to be up, that has at least his pedigree. So Mike McCarthy's coming back. And if you're bringing him back, you've got to do stuff differently to try and help get a better result. Whew. The bigger question is, now that we've talked to Mike McCarthy, have they worked out the shit with Will McClay and Mike Zimmer? Because losing those guys, that wouldn't be good either. Not in any stretch of the imagination. So, there you have it. Whew. See if I can get my ass up off this ground. My butt is cold. It's frozen. It might be stuck to the ground. Whew. The funny thing is I have been doing other things too. In fact, I got to go to the grocery store and get some vegetables and stuff to make salad with this chicken I got to grill, because we're all trying to do a 30-day challenge of eating better. And I've been putting content on my Cooking and Tailgate channel, and I've also been trying to do videos. I made another channel, which is Broke-Ass Media, where I'm trying to put some of the hints and things, because there's a lot of misinformation that's out there. And I had a reason I was bringing that up. I know what it was. And I was talking about everybody's saying YouTube's on easy mode. Get your ass on YouTube, and you can make it on YouTube, this, that, and the other. And I said that the reality is this. Oh, Lordy. The reality is it's a lot of work. It's like a job. And so you've still got to put in the work to get results. And I can say from people that I've helped that have bought into it fully, like Game Time Brian, he is about 50,000 subscribers after about a year and a half, which is not the norm. He's doing great. Others have told the same stuff too. They don't follow along and put in the work, and then they're mad because, well, it's not working. It's like, it's not working because you're not working. And so I had somebody comment who said, well, not everybody is like you. a poor excuse for a day laborer that can sit around all day and do videos. But see, here's the thing. If you want to do something, you find a way to do it. The reason I can do content is I fit it in. I'm sitting my ass on cold snow because we had a thought and news came across. I could be cooking dinner and I'm doing content and talking about what's going on. Nobody in life is going to just hand you all your dreams. Nobody's going to put in the work for you. You can get people to help you along the way, but after a while, they're going to get tired if you're not doing the work too. And that's the bottom line on all this. If you want to do it, you find a way. Even if you're crawling up underneath the house, you can find a way to do content if that's what you want to do. Peace.